This is Blythe Baines, and you're listening to Inspirado Projecto.
This episode features behind the scenes with Yächtley Crëw and some wonderful voice messages from Man Behind the Machine, some revelations, some epiphanies, synchronicities. I'm going to also be reading out of the idea book, and there is just lots more to come. So strap on your thinking cap, folks, because here comes a tsunami.
Going right out.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know what this song needs.
Nailed it.
It's a hit.
How'd you get that same flange?
I know. I've been using a lot of different kind of sound effects pedals lately.
It's pretty tight.
That would be epic. I'm sure it wouldn't be the first time, though. With bands like Angelo and Fishbone, they probably have done stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, this is the other part I was going to add.
Oh, yeah.
Where would you mic that thing from?
I mean, I couldn't...
You know, that's the trick.
Blowhole?
I've wondered about that because
Silverback.
I guess just underneath it, maybe just
record
Same
label?
management company.
Oh, okay.
could just do they have a kind where you could just stick it right there onto it? Just
Maybe.
Angelo's great. He's a good dude. Really good dude.
Just imagine an entire orchestra just with like slide whistles.
That's where I met Tropic.
We're setting up here, as you could tell, here with Yächtley Crëw at Discovery Ventura. So you could tell everything's going swimmingly. And sometimes when I find myself impersonating Jack Nicholson, saying yacht rock or Yächtley Crëw, he says Yächtley Crëw, yacht rock, yacht rock, yacht rock. And so there's, just ridiculosity. We'll just call it that. What the hell? What is this? Ah, here we go. There we go. All right. All right. Putting these batteries into the. There we go. Great. Just trying to get the batteries rocking and rolling here. Anyway. So, my Jack Nicholson, he'll be like, hey, check out Yächtley Crëw, Yacht Rock Classics. So, I thought how funny would that be is if you got some cartoon with animals and a bunch of yaks and a yak rock band. So they sing a specific genre, yak rock. Thought that'd be kind of funny. Yak rock. Yak rock. All right, there you go. That's my contribution so far. Today is December 31st. I'm walking along Thompson Boulevard here in Ventura, passing the auto scrubber car wash right now on Catalina Street here. Catalina and Thompson. I'm heading up to a guitar store up here on Main Street. It's about 6 minutes from Discovery Ventura. Philly and I have showed up a little bit earlier. We're supposed to load in at 2 p.m., so we got some time here. And so I'm going up to this guitar shop here, get those new strings. Chris, our sound engineer extraordinaire, Dustin, and a guy named Renee showed up to help us out tonight. Willie was going to help out tonight, but he subs for a band called Mandex that Robin is in, our other sound guy, our other drummer tech. So, since I got some time, I figured I'd talk to you guys. So, have you decided what you're going to do for 2020? Do you have ideas? Do you have projects that you want to create? Finish up, maybe? My plan was to get this Morro Bay, where's it located?
Just west of San Luis Obispo, a little northwest of San Luis Obispo, on the 1 freeway on the PCH, just like right around Cayucos, Morro Bay. Keep going north, you hit Cambria, San Simeon. Keep going north. From that, you hit Big Sur. So it's like right where the 101 starts hitting the coast, or not the 101, but the one branches off from the 101, because the 1 is the 101 for a while. They're the same thing for a while. It's like the John Muir Trail and the Pacific Crest Trail, like they overlap for a little bit. And then, so this is right where it peels off from the 101. And the PCH goes in towards Morro Bay. It's like right there where it starts becoming primarily coastal route. And if you've ever driven up to Big Sur, you know the coastline. It starts getting more mountainous and more epic and just incredible, huge drop-offs. But that's not Morro Bay. Morro Bay is just like this beautiful flat, like fisherman's town. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. There's this big rock called Morro Rock. And we'll be there, January? February? I don't know, when are we playing at Morro Bay?
February 1st.
February 1st, there you go.
So you speak with such admiration, inspiration, and zest and fervor. Have you been there before, Pauly?
Yes, I drove through. In fact, I took a train. The Amtrak Surfliner goes through there.
And can you actually stop on the rock and
Tommy Bowie needs my help right now. Tommy Bowie, how can I help you?
I want to interrupt the podcast.
No, you're
I need the other one
You're
of
on
these.
it.
I need the other one of these.
You don't need to interrupt.
This is a Velcro thing
know
that
where
wraps
it is?
around.
You're on it,
It was
baby.
in my hand, and now it's not here.
You're on the train of thought. You're on the train of thought.
Good at
What are you looking for?
Finding lost
What is he
things.
looking for?
I'm good at finding lost things.
What's he looking for?
I don't know.
Well, I found scissors.
I don't know how to describe
You're going to go with me as I go into the green room here. And we're going to eat a cookie. Can you eat one of these? Are you allowed to or no?
Oh, yeah.
See the paper laying on the sidewalk, a little music from the house next door. So I walked on up to the doorstep, through the screen and across the floor. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through the jasmine in my mind. Sweet days of summer, the jasmine's in bloom. July is dressed up and playing her tune, and I come home from a hard day's work, and you're waiting there, not a care in the world. See the smile waiting in the kitchen, food cooking and the plates are for two. Feel the arm to reach out to hold me in the evening when the day is through. Summer breeze makes me feel fine, blowing through folks at home enjoy that little ditty.
This has been your personal sound choice. Starring Philly Ocean on vocals from Yächtley Crëw. I imagine a cartoon where you see a judge and he's just smashing his gavel on the desk gallantly. You know, he's just smashing it on there crazily. And he's in his word bubble. His word bubble says, "You're out of order, you're out of order." And then it cuts to maybe an arcade game or a pinball game with an out of order sign on it, and standing in a courtroom. DJ Yacht Rock, Julian Douglas has entered the building. He's here right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's entered the house.
No.
Can you bring up my mic and my monitor?
Because he's Chris.
Shoot.
His name is Chris.
Shoot. Yep. Here it comes.
DJ Yacht Rock has just entered the building.
Can you give me more and pull it back in the air so I can do more?
Vocal?
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
I don't know what's up with this stage.
Happy New Year from Yächtley Crëw to you.
I know, I noticed that. Try that, Rob.
Shoot.
Making my way to the Discovery Ventura from the Rex Motel. It's a little cold out here. I'm walking past Casa de Soria and a place called Prime. Place that says real estate with a big arrow going down over here on the left side, Ventura County property shop. Heading on over to Discovery Ventura, where I assume we'll be having some dinner. We don't go on until about 10 or 10:30 tonight. So we finished sound check and Randy is here, our superhero. He's always there with whatever food we want, whatever drinks we want. I mean, dude, he just gives and gives. Some of the things I want to do is, of course, get Volume 3 and 4, CEC Sketchbook, Volume 3 and 4, expand upon the Santanitas movie in many ways. Just keep shooting movies, making albums, making music, and hey, good. Lots more magic. Just looking forward to lots more magic. Lawrence and I have been talking about an EP. We've got a bunch of songs built up, so we can't wait to get those out in the world. More about that later. Take care. For now, I gotta jump in the lion's den here. My name. Yeah, it was called Magical Music Mondays. Downstairs.
Inspirado Projecto. Man Behind the Machine has been censored on Facebook. Once by Facebook for using the words Facebook Artificial Intelligence Strategy, and then Malware Bytes deleted posts about Man Behind the Machine doing cybersecurity episodes.
A troll from the hacker group on Facebook censored the Man podcast 32 times for discussing Aristotle, Descartes, Plato, Blade Mozart, Runner, Star Wars, Devo, Edgar Allan Poe, Democracy, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, 1980s, Jesus Christ, Deepfake, NASA, Dystopia, Sci-Fi Movies, Zeois, VR, AI, R, Technocracy, Internet, Heidegger, Kant. Music, Bach, Pythagoras, Atari, Galaxian, Pac-Man, Joust, E.T. Leviathan, Algorithm, Quantum Computing, FaceApp, Jedi, Iran, Act 33, Kraftwerk, Game of Thrones, Dark Web, Watergate, China, Cybercrime, Economics, Commodore Computers, D&D, David Bowie, Assange, Amiga, Nest, Google, Venezuela, Brexit, Seas, Hawking, Human, Bill Gates, Ambient Music, Circuit Bending, DIY Instruments, AOL, Moog, Roland, Drones, Transhumanism, Capitalism, Cassettes, Retro Gaming, Retro Computing.
These are some of the topics that we got censored about.
Theory, simulations, Microsoft, WannaCry, IBM, Acorn, Yamaha, Linux, malware, ransomware, TV.
Man Behind the Machine, I am so startled and sorry to hear that your podcast has been censored. Everybody knows, anybody who listens to your podcast knows that you have quality information on there. Wonderful, wonderful topics of discussion on there and description. Man, Behind the Machine, I am so sorry to hear that those guys censored your stuff, and I would like to believe that there are other outlets for you to be able to plant your podcast link to people. Thank you so much for these awesome anchor messages. I've been trying to get the word out there more and more to people to let them know the joys of having the Anchor app and all, you know, all that goes with it, which includes obviously making your own podcast, getting it out there and distributing it to all these different sources, and then meeting folks like yourself who you get to collaborate with. And it's just so cool because my listeners get to hear the subjects that you talk about on your podcast, and then I'd like to believe that they migrate over there and listen to what's going on over there, because you have a lot of cool stuff, man. So, one thing, I heard it mention David Bowie in there. Michael Allred, one of my favorite artists of all time. Michael Allred, who I'm very happy to say is my friend on Twitter. Michael Allred, the creator of Madman, Ecstatics, Batman 1966, Silver Surfer. He has done so many astounding comic book concoctions. And this really big opus that he's been working on it's all about David Bowie. From what I'm understanding, from the little from what I've been reading, it just takes you through the whole history of that guy. So it's coming out sometime in January, and before we know it, we'll be able to check that out. So keep your eyes, ears, and antennae peeled for that. Michael Allred. And may your 2020 never have a single censor again. May you live free, boundlessly, fully in the stream of consciousness, on the train of thought, moving, grooving, zip, zap, zopping, bleeping and blooping. (10:04 a.m.) Today's Monday the 30th. Tomorrow, Yächtley Crëw is playing at Discovery Ventura for New Year's. Do you have your tickets? I'm going to read some stuff out of a very old book. I mean, this thing dates way back to 1992. It originally started as a diary. I used to try to write in it very tiny. But then time passed, and then I ended up, after I moved out here, I then started writing in it as when I moved out here. Let's see here. So the Surrealists invented this, so this is from 8/4/94, August 4th, 94, and the title of this says, Further Anaglyphos. Now, Anaglyphos was a kind of poem that the Surrealists invented, where you repeat the first line, and then you put the hen, and then you put something else at the end. So here we go. These are called anaglyphos. These were invented by Salvador Dali and the Surrealists. Here we go. My bathtub, the hen, and a large plumbing bill. The woman in trouble, the hen, and a battered criminal. Leather jacket, the hen, and a large motorcycle. The box, the hen, and a few more tricks up my sleeve. The glass of water, the hen, and a quenched thirst. The garden, the hen, and a cage. Dreams, the hen, and a big city. The anger, the hen, and blood-stained walls. A grizzly bear, the hen, and a battle ensues. The egg, the hen, and a giant. Icy tundra, the hen, and a snowmobile. All right, so this is from 8/17/94. This poem is called Invisible Babies Cry. Invisible babies cry when the alternation catches on fire. They cry like a clown who has just lost his first bag of makeup. They cry like an old woman who has just taken a sip from a scalding hot cup of tea. The invisible babies cry like a lumberjack who has just slipped on a newly waxed kitchen floor. They cry like a vampire who has just lost his first tooth. They cry like a woman whose prosthetic leg is being eaten by the local pit bull. The invisible babies cry like an old man who's lost in a poker game. They cry like a superhero whose tights have gotten caught on a telephone pole. They cry like a mafia hitman who has just lost his contact lens in the confusion of a loud concert. Invisible babies cry like the neighborhood bully watching his first G.I. Joe doll burn in a campfire at Cub Scout sleepaway camp. This is interesting. 12:31 p.m., October 12th, 1999. I've just read a majority of this, and a lot has happened. Sarah and I have split up. She's now with some guy she used to work with at Medieval Times. And last time I heard, they were going to get married. I met a girl named Autumn, parentheses, my favorite season, parentheses, through Barry, who I met in a speech class in COD. We have split, and she is now living with the guy she met through a mutual friend of ours, Chris Ray. I have gone and graduated from Columbia College just like I planned. Grandpa Hank has died, Aunt Martha has died, and Aunt Evie has died. I now live with my dad and new stepmom and stepbrother. My stepsister goes to school in Iowa. Phil has gotten married. Steve Rineker has gotten married. Jeff is going to NIU. Chuck is married. I'm now on my 5th car since that white, rusty piece of crap. I'm rather educated on the guitar and have been painting a lot. I no longer hang out with Phil, Jeff, or Chuck, or Steve. Steve lives in Florida. I own a 4-track recording device. Josh has a new girlfriend named Wendy. He's had another girlfriend between Sonny and Wendy named Tina. Buffy is married and has recently had a miscarriage. Josh is a big Kerouac fan. I now work at Barnes & Noble with Andy Smith, who worked with me at Indian Lakes. Billy Thurner is currently living with my mom, Josh, and Jenny. He was once living in Arizona with his family and his fiancée, but things didn't work out, so he's here now. Jasmine has died. Toffee has died. Oscar has been lost for 2 or 3 years now. Jenny is 16, soon to be 17. I cannot express how distraught I am over this. She's a junior, I think, at Glenbard North. I never thought she'd be in high school. I no longer go to church or read the Bible like I used to, though I find myself not as judgmental as I used to be when I was in, quote, the faith, unquote. I still have a humongous belief in Jesus still, but I've done some things I once vowed I'd either never do again or never do at all. I had sex with my ex-girlfriend Autumn almost every day we were together. And I've smoked marijuana about maybe 12 times, the first time being on New Year's Eve. Something I'm definitely not proud of or admitting to myself. I drink casually. Josh smokes occasionally. Eric Kleinberg's dad has died. Jennifer lives by NIU, though doesn't attend college there. Eric and Ryan are in the process of getting the house together to sell it and move out. I'm going to move to LA in February. Ray Kim has lived there for the past couple years. Lots and lots of new and wonderful music has come out since. I have to go to the bank now, but perhaps I shall write more later, 1:00 p.m. And then there's a picture of a guy here with this crazy hair. He's wearing a suit, and it says, Flibble Skibbledy-Doo. On this next page here, so much for keeping a detailed account of my life, especially if I'm not using it to be completely honest with myself. October 2009. Living in North Hollywood. So much has been happening lately. Max Neptune and a ghost are all the latest cases. Many seeds have been planted and so much is growing. I'm very excited to see so much coming to fruition in my projects and the projects my friends are putting together. I've truly discovered that cooperation is the most profound tool we can utilize. Every one of us is dependent on another. Every organism thrives or starves depending on the nutrition found in the area it grows. In order to advance, epiphanies must be reached, seals must be broken, and movement must occur. Quote, it's time to spell, unquote, song. 5:55 p.m. October, Monday. shaving away my self-awareness. All right, so that was long ago, huh? Let's see. There are a few notes here. This is just random. A guy who keeps his webcam on at night just in case he needs to capture something. Now, keep in mind, folks, this is like from this new group of stuff in this book is like from 2009 at some point. Etch-a-Sketch song, a painting of Michelangelo painting the Sistine Chapel. Let's see. What the heck? Here's something. Open up fridge, take out cereal, pour it into wine glass, and drink it. It must have been for a video. Here's some ideas I wrote down. Making music for video games. Radicon Robot video. Oh yeah, Radicon Robot, that was a song that Jeremy Polinsky and I created. Victorian/steampunk video game. Quote, friend request, unquote. Band names. The Stay Awakes. Oh, the Stay Awakes compilation, but it's all the same band. Pseudonyms for band members. Boston Scream Pies. Oh, I see. The Lords of the Homeland. Solder. Oh yeah, that was Oh yeah. The whole idea was that this is going to be a compilation of these bands covering old 1920s songs that never existed. Old 1920s songs that never existed, and on top of that, the bands were all the same band but just different genres. Oh, this is both a name of a what I wrote here, a Norwegian death metal band, the Ogres of Ilkenok. Here's another one, Lincoln's Beard. Gorilla and Manila. Modular Underground. Dear Baby Deer. That's DEAR. Dear Baby Deer. Biking Viking. So these bands that don't necessarily exist, and they're covering 1920s songs that don't exist. Here's something it says here. Put yourself in the game. Scanner that makes a special character of you. Something I wrote in, August 94 on Indian Lakes Stationery. This place used to be, so Indian Lakes Resort used to be at 250 West Schick Road, Bloomingdale, Illinois. This is their phone number. I don't know if it still works. 708-529-0200. I used to work there. So this happened shortly after my girlfriend broke up with me, Sarah, who I just talked about earlier. It says here at the top, aching from too much sorrow. It poured, ... My new stained glass windshield. The dirt, ... A once yellow pair of shoes. A smile, ... Someone's wisdom tooth and a cavity. Hands, ... Finely sculpted nails and a trimmed hedge. Green dino, ... A small tram made of aluminum. Show business, ... Compromising when these things shouldn't be. The reason, ... My toothbrush and some rusty light bulbs. December 6th, 2000, I believe this is 2009 now. Story about the house inside the tiny little space. Interesting. December 9th, Tour Disneyland. People of the Crëw, F-R-O. Battle with Krampus. Now, isn't that interesting? Battle with Krampus. There was a movie that came out 2000-something with Santa versus Krampus. The Bibliographers, December 10th. Oh, wait, is this still December 9th? Oh, here we go. Centaurs from Jupiter. December 10th. The Bibliographers, parenthesis, chronicling the lives of others so you don't have to. Let's see. What does this say? It says here, what do you want, a cookie? Quote, yeah, quote, what do you want, a cookie? Unquote. Quote, what do you want, a bozo button? Unquote. Two people fighting for someone's attention with various stamps on lingo? Yeah, a guy who keeps his webcam on at night just in case he needs to capture something. Quote, battle your robots here. It's allowed, unquote. Bot battle arena. Quote, we carry enough ammo to annihilate the competition. Unless that competition is us, then you're on your own, unquote. BFF, brace face forever. The store that specializes in designer braces for luxurious richies. Neck braces, too. The acting coach who teaches you to invent the most fun transitions to glue between moments and keyframes of where each one goes. Story of the substitute teacher, who hears the abduction story and investigates it more. He also hears angry yells and loud noises going on upstairs. He takes his guitar up to the door and improvises a song. This must have been an idea for a book. December 11th, 2009. Book. No, we're not going to talk about that. Let's see here. The Man Who Could Mail Himself. Here's another idea. Skit. Quote, hello, Professor. I have an urgent message for the doctor. Doctor, where's the corporal? Corporal, you... Hello, Captain. Captain, by the way, did you hear about the officer arresting the intern? Yeah, ridiculous. Tell the governor I still have that winning scorecard. Thank you, Corporal, for your patience. So you say that the investigator knows about the time you've been secretly spending with the secretary? Celebrate let's see. December 17th, 2009. We each take turns helping each other follow their dreams. For 2 weeks at a time, they work on a project that involves someone's dream idea. They all band together on that project until it is finished. Movies, books, songs, paintings. We all spend internet time bombarding the web with press releases, putting out cards. Idea, a group that grows big with artists, all spending the week of someone's birthday promoting that person's project. The fun is in seeing how quickly the thing can get done. Putting out press releases on your birthday with your wish list. It gets sent to every news station possible. This is the start of business that helps you put out your wish list to many people at once. Everyone will want to get in on it. Social community. They will get their names listed, counted on a status counter showing who they helped who with and for what wish list. In order to get into the community, they have to help out those people whose birthdays were recent. They must put out press releases, blog about the wish list. Huh. What is this here? Picture of a person in the snow. They got a hood on. It says, "Find a dead astronaut floating through space." What? Interesting. There's just a lot in here. Lots and lots. Do you have idea books? If so, let me know about them. I'd love to hear what kind of crazy stuff. Yeah, so there you go. There's some of the ideas that were in this idea book from a while ago. What is this? Monsanto and Harp sitcom. Opening up the universe by pointing out, being in association with other projects, bring the people through an experience of coincidences, putting messages out there for them to follow along, continue leaving messages in places. What? Well, there's a lot here, folks. I think that's all for today. We will read more ideas at another time. Thank you for spending your precious moments with me. If you'd like to contribute to this podcast, email them to inspiradoprojecto@gmail.com, or you can even call the toll-free hotline. Leave it on the voicemail. 562... Oh, no, I'm sorry. Here we go. 561-203-9179. 561-203-9179. Thank you. New song. Just don't lie to me, 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 just don't lie to me. I'll say it, just don't lie to me.
So they deleted that post. They deleted the Fortnite post. What else did they delete? SimCity? Oh, that got deleted. They don't like that. That's forbidden. They got deleted. What else? China, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, philosophy, Aristotle, Dante, Descartes, Aristotle, Plato, Heidegger, Nietzsche, Edgar Allan Poe, Pythagoras, ambient music, Bach's band apparently, Face Amp,